Leadership styles are a critical component of effective management, influencing the productivity, morale, and overall success of organizations. Different leadership styles can have a profound impact on the way teams operate, make decisions, and interact with one another. Understanding various leadership styles is essential for leaders to adapt their approach to suit the needs of their organization, team, and stakeholders. One of the most well-known leadership styles is autocratic leadership, where the leader makes decisions without input from team members. This style can be effective in situations where quick decisions are necessary, and there is no time for discussion or debate. However, autocratic leadership can also lead to low morale, high turnover rates, and a lack of creativity, as team members may feel undervalued and unappreciated. In contrast, democratic leadership involves team members in the decision-making process, encouraging participation and fostering a sense of ownership. This style can lead to more innovative solutions, higher job satisfaction, and increased motivation among team members. However, democratic leadership can also be time-consuming and may lead to indecision if not managed effectively. Transformational leadership is another style that has gained significant attention in recent years. Transformational leaders inspire and motivate their teams by setting a clear vision, fostering a sense of purpose, and encouraging innovation and creativity. This style can lead to significant improvements in productivity, job satisfaction, and employee engagement. However, transformational leadership requires a high level of emotional intelligence, communication skills, and the ability to empower team members. Servant leadership is a style that prioritizes the needs of team members, focusing on their growth, development, and well-being. Servant leaders create a positive work environment, foster a sense of community, and encourage collaboration and teamwork. This style can lead to increased job satisfaction, reduced turnover rates, and improved productivity. However, servant leadership requires a high level of self-awareness, empathy, and a willingness to put the needs of others first. Situational leadership is an approach that involves adapting leadership style to suit the needs of the situation. This style recognizes that different situations require different leadership approaches, and that leaders must be flexible and adaptable to respond effectively. Situational leadership involves assessing the situation, determining the most effective leadership style, and adjusting behavior accordingly. Laissez-faire leadership is a style that involves minimal intervention, giving team members a high degree of autonomy and freedom to make decisions. This style can be effective in situations where team members are highly skilled, motivated, and experienced. However, laissez-faire leadership can also lead to a lack of direction, confusion, and decreased productivity if team members are not self-motivated or lack clear goals. Coaching leadership is a style that focuses on developing the skills and abilities of team members. Coaching leaders provide feedback, guidance, and support, helping team members to grow and develop in their roles. This style can lead to increased job satisfaction, improved productivity, and reduced turnover rates. However, coaching leadership requires a high level of emotional intelligence, communication skills, and a willingness to invest time and effort in developing team members. The role of emotional intelligence in leadership cannot be overstated. Emotional intelligence involves self-awareness, empathy, and social skills, enabling leaders to understand and manage their own emotions and the emotions of others. Leaders with high emotional intelligence are better equipped to build strong relationships, communicate effectively, and make informed decisions. In recent years, there has been a growing recognition of the importance of authentic leadership. Authentic leaders are genuine, transparent, and true to themselves, building trust and credibility with their teams. Authentic leadership involves self-awareness, honesty, and a commitment to ethics and values. This style can lead to increased trust, loyalty, and job satisfaction among team members. The impact of leadership style on organizational culture is significant. Leadership style can shape the values, norms, and behaviors of an organization, influencing the way team members interact with one another and with stakeholders. A positive organizational culture can lead to increased productivity, job satisfaction, and employee engagement, while a negative culture can lead to decreased morale, high turnover rates, and reduced performance. In addition, leadership style can also impact employee engagement and motivation. Leaders who prioritize employee development, recognize and reward achievements, and foster a sense of purpose and meaning can increase motivation and engagement among team members. On the other hand, leaders who prioritize control, micromanage, or fail to recognize employee contributions can lead to decreased motivation and engagement. The role of leadership in driving innovation and change is also critical. Leaders who encourage experimentation, tolerate failure, and foster a culture of creativity can drive innovation and growth. However, leaders who prioritize stability, resist change, and fail to empower team members can stifle innovation and creativity. Furthermore, leadership style can also impact diversity, equity, and inclusion in the workplace. Leaders who prioritize diversity, equity, and inclusion can create a more inclusive work environment, foster a sense of belonging among team members, and drive business results. On the other hand, leaders who fail to prioritize diversity, equity, and inclusion can create a toxic work environment, lead to decreased job satisfaction, and negatively impact business performance. In conclusion, leadership styles play a critical role in shaping the success of organizations. Different leadership styles can have a profound impact on team dynamics, productivity, and job satisfaction. By understanding various leadership styles, leaders can adapt their approach to suit the needs of their organization, team, and stakeholders. Effective leadership involves self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and a willingness to prioritize the needs of others. By prioritizing employee development, fostering a positive organizational culture, and driving innovation and change, leaders can achieve significant improvements in productivity, job satisfaction, and business performance. Ultimately, leadership is about inspiring and motivating others to achieve a common purpose. And the most effective leaders are those who can adapt their style to meet the needs of their team and organization.